Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve Codeforces problem, the King's Race. Before we start looking into the problem details, I want to mention that my channel is dedicated to help people in their Java J2E interviews and in their coding interviews. So on my channel you will find a lot of helpful videos if you are preparing for any Java J2E interviews or any coding interviews. There are over 200 solved different varieties of coding questions which were previously asked by big tech companies like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, Yahoo, Microsoft and many others. And those questions are solved and explained with examples in videos. So if you are preparing for any Java J2 interviews or coding interviews, this channel can definitely help you in your job interview preparation. So please subscribe to the channel. So let's look into the problem statement first, and then we will look into the examples and Java solution for the King's Race problem. On a chessboard with width of n and height of n, rows are numbered from bottom to top from 1 to n. Columns are numbered from left to right from 1 to n. So it is like a n by n grid basically, right? So therefore, for each cell of the chessboard, you can assign coordinates RC, where R is number of row and C is number of column. The white king has been sitting in cell with 1 coordinate for 1,000 years, while the black king has been sitting in a cell n coordinates. They would have sat like that further, but suddenly a beautiful coin fell on the cell with coordinate xj xy, right? So what are they trying to say is basically we have a n by n grid here, right? So this is our n by n grid, so this is 5 by 5 grid, right? 5 by 5 grid. So white king is sitting at 1 location and black king is sitting at 5 location, right? And the coin is falling in certain cell, for example here 3 comma 2, right? The coin is falling here. So let's look into the further in the problem. So each of the monarchs wanted to get it, so they decided to arrange a race according to slightly changed chess rules. As in chess, the white king makes the first move, the black king makes the second one, the white king makes the third one, and so on. However, in this problem, kings can stand in adjacent cells or even in the same cell at the same time. The player who reaches the coin first will win. That to say, the player who reaches the cell with the coordinate xy first will be the winner, right? So basically what they are trying to say is this king, like white king or black king, whoever reaches this coin, this cell first will be the winner, right? So that's what they said. So determine the color of the king who will reach the cell with the coordinate xy first if the white king moves first, right? They have said that the starting move will be made by the white king, right? So let's look at the input that they have given us. The first line contains single integer n, length of side of chess field, right? So here 4 by 4. In this example they have given us 4 by 4 for example, right? And in our example that we are taking, this is given as 5 by 5, right? And after that the position they will give us where the coin fell, right? The x and y coordinate means second row and third column. So we have to find out which king is the winner, right? So let's go into our example here. So in this case the target position they have given is 3 comma 2, right? 3 comma 2 is the where the coin fell. So we have to find out which king will reach there first, right? If they are optimally moving, correct? So for example, if you see how this king can move, right? He can first come from this cell to this cell, right? Because diagonally a king can move here, and after coming here it can move just straight here, right? So in two moves he can reach here in two moves, right? And this king he can go from here to here in one move, from here to here in second move, and from here to here in third move, right? So b will take three moves and white will take two moves. So obviously white king will reach first to the position where coin fell, so white king will be the winner, right? In this example that we are taking here. So we have to basically, what the problem percolates to is we have to find out the number of moves and the minimum number of moves of both white and black kings, right, to reach to this coin position, right? So for that, what we will do is what we will do to find out minimum number of moves is we have to find out the closest row or closest column where the king can reach, right? So if you look at this, for example, this is the white king and this is the coin position. So this, if you draw a line, this is the column, right, and this is the row for the white position for the coin, right? So the column is near to the column is near to the white king, right, than the row is two distance, column is one distance, right? So it will move into the diagonally into this position, right, in the column position, right here. So as you can see here, we are going to use this formula kind of thing to find out how many diagonal moves he has to make. So let's just go through this first formula. So the position is 1 comma 1, right? So goal is 3, this is goal x, right, and this is goal y. So goal x is 3 and goal y is 2, right, where they want to reach. So we have to find out x minus 1 we will do. So x minus 1 is 2 and y minus 1 is 1, right, and we have to take minimum of this, right? So we are taking minimum. So minimum is 1. So as you can see, this is 1, right, this is the 1 position. So diagonally they will go 1 position, and we want to as you can actually imagine that diagonally they want to why they want to go diagonally, because they can reduce the number of steps, right? Because if they go like this, it is 2 steps, right? If they go like this, then it is 2 steps, but if they go diagonally, it is just 1 step, right? So that's why they have to, first they want to go diagonally as much as possible basically. So now once they go diagonally, this is one move. So you can see that king white diagonal moves is 1, right? So this is a 1 move, and now we have to find out how many distance they have to move now vertically, right, or sideways, whatever we are just calling sideways here for vertical or horizontal. So how many moves they have to make? So we will again use maximum of goal x and goal y. So maximum will be 3, right? So maximum will be 3 minus 1 we will do, and minus the number of moves that we taken, the diagonal moves, right? So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1, correct? So this is the one move they have to do like this basically, right? This is the sideway move or vertical move, vertically downwards move. So total 2 moves he has to do basically, right? 1 plus 1. So this we will add, this 1 plus 1 we will add, right? So total 2 moves the white king has to do. Similarly, now we want to calculate the for black king, right? So now we will again do the, so now again goal is 3 comma 2, right? Goal is again 3 comma 2, and our position is 5 comma 5. So we will find out goal x minus n, right? So 3 minus uh, 5, which is 2, right? Absolute value, right? Absolute means 2, and then this basically this value is 2 comma uh, y value is 2 minus 5, which is 3, right? And then we will take minimum of this. So minimum is 2, right? So 2 diagonal moves he will make. How he will make? Like this is one move and this is another move, right? So these are 2 diagonal moves he can make here, and then we have to find out how many horizontal move he has to make or sideway move he has to make. So for sideway move we have to do n minus, means n is 5, right? 5 minus uh, goal x and goal y, we will have to do the minimum of that. So minimum of 3 comma 2 is 2 minus this 2 that we have done the diagonal moves, right? Minus 2. So n minus minimum of goal x and goal y is 2 minus king's back diagonal moves, right? Minus 2 basically. So it means it is equal to 1, right? So 1, why 1? Because from here to here you will take one move, right? So total 3 moves, right? 2 plus 1 is 3 moves. So we have calculated number of minimum moves for white king and black king. So we found 2 and 3. So whatever is minimum will be the winner, right? So white king will be the winner, white king will be the winner. If both are same, then still white king will be the winner, because white king will be the one who will start the first move, right? So that's why he will reach the target first. So this is the approach we are going to take to solve the problem of who is the winner in the kings on the Codeforces. So we have calculated the minimum number of moves of white king as well as black king, and then we are comparing whatever is the minimum will be the winner basically, right? In case of equal, white will be the winner because white king will be the one who starts the first move, which means that he is the one who will reach the target first. So this is the way we will be solving this problem, the king's race. So let's look at the Java code now. So sorry, so this is the Java code for the king's race. So this one is given to us. So goal is 4 and goal x is, so let's just take our example first and then we will take another example. So now here is in our example it is 3 comma 1. So let's take 3 comma 1 and 5. So we will calculate first number of moves of as I showed you here. First we will find out diagonal moves and then we will find out sideway moves, right? And then we will make addition of them. So that same thing we are doing here. So we are finding diagonal moves of white king, then sideway moves of white king, and then we are calculating the, we are just adding these two and we are calculating the total moves, right, of the white king, right? So these are total moves of white king. Similarly we will find out diagonal moves of black king, then sideway moves of black king, and then total moves of, we will just add these two, this and this and this we will add, and we will get total number of black king moves, and then we will just compare whatever, like both black and white kings moves, whoever is less is the winner basically, right? So let's execute this. So in this case, as you can see, white king has only 2 moves, so he is the winner, right? So we should get white king as the answer. So white king as the answer we are getting, which is correct. So let's try one more example now. So what we will do is, so now I am just going to revert back this coloring so I can reuse this whiteboard again. So now our, let's just say our target is this one, right? Let's just say that our target is 3 comma 4, right? This one is 5 and this one is also 5. So now as you can see, for B can reach there quickly, right? 1 and 2, two moves he will reach there, while for 1 it will take 1, then from 1 2 and 3, right? So B will reach here fast. So black king will be the winner in this case. So let's just change our goal to 3 comma 4 and we'll just re-execute it. So as you can see, black king is the winner in this case because he is reaching there fast, right? So let's just take one other move. Let's say if we put this one, right, which is a 5 comma 2, right? 5 comma 2. So if we put this one, then black king will reach there fast, right? Only in 3 moves he will reach here. This guy is 1 2 3 and 4 it will take. So black king will be the winner for 5 comma 1. So let's just execute that one. So 5 comma 1, 5 comma 2, sorry, 5 comma 2 is the target cell. So let's execute this. So as you can see, black king is the winner, right? Which is the correct what we have seen, because black king can reach there in 3 moves. White king will take 4 moves to reach here, right? So first we will try to go diagonally as much as we can, and then we will go vertically or horizontally. So as you can see, first move is diagonal and then vertical. Here there is no need of diagonal move. Directly he can go like horizontal move, right? So if he goes diagonal move, then he can go like this, but still it is number of moves is still same, right? 1 2 3. So so let's take some more examples, I think, from what they have given us, just to make sure our code works on their examples as well. So let's take this 5 3 comma 5, this one 5 3 comma 5. So we are getting Black King is as the winner. Let's just check it out. So Black King is the winner, which is correct. Now let's just take 2 and 2 2. So this one is 2 and the target cell is 2 2. So in this case Black King is the winner. So here also Black King is the winner, right? So we are getting correct answers for our test cases. So this is the way we can solve the king's race problem. So it's a lot easier once you like draw the matrix and see how to formulate the solution. So how we solve this problem is we calculated the number of diagonal moves, and then we calculated number of sideway moves of each king, and then we will just add these two, right, and calculate total number of moves. These two we will add, and these two we will add for Black King, and then we will compare number of total moves of White King and Black King to decide who will be the winner. In case if they both are equal, then White King will be the winner because he is the one who makes the first move, right? So if you are new to my channel, there is a playlist called as Codeforces on my channel, which has a lot of Codeforces solved problems explained with examples and Java code. There is another big playlist called as LeetCode and LeetCode Solutions. There are over 200 solved coding problems which were previously asked by big tech companies like Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many others. And those coding problems are very important in the sense that they constitute varieties such as graph problems, binary search tree, BFS, DFS matrix problems, coding problems related to linked list and strings. So if you are preparing for any Java J2 interviews or coding interviews, if you go through these playlists, that will definitely help you in your job interview preparation. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful, and if you like it the way it's prepared with whiteboarding sessions and example code, then please give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel. Your subscription to the channel is really important for us because that is the way the videos can reach to more people who need help in solving coding problems. They can watch this video of solved examples and learn from it how to approach different coding problems and what data structures of Java and APIs of Java are applicable to solve different varieties of coding problems, because the goal of the channel is to reach as many people as possible and help them in their Java interviews and coding interviews. So if you like this video, give it a like. Also share this video with your friends and colleagues. If you have questions regarding the video, then please put your questions below the description, and thanks for watching this video.